What will DoorDash do to people who download and install and use the Power app? We're going to talk about that right now. Hey, Hannibal here, and welcome to the Hannibal is Hungry YouTube channel. We talk about gig economy and entrepreneurship and business and in everything that goes in between all that. If you're interested in this type of content, please subscribe. As you see, I'm ready. I got my handsome hustler shirt. One of these things are probably not true, but I don't think, well, last time anyone called me handsome, I think my mom. My wife doesn't even call me handsome. I should divorce her. But unfortunately, she has one of those what you call real jobs. So I like money, so I'm gonna stick around. So what is the Power app? I think most people already know, but for the uninitiated, for the ones who've been living under a rock and haven't turned on a computer in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, let's talk about the Power app. So the Power app is basically an app that helps you with your business in the gig app economy. So it's tools that you need to support your business. And similar to other apps like GigWise, tells you how much money you're making. You can put goals, you can track mileage, all of similar things that most of these apps do. But there's one particular silver bullet, right? Or secret weapon that the Power app has that no other app contains. It's the ability to see full trip transparency with Doordash. Doordash has a long history of hiding the tips, in some instances stealing tips, but for the most part, Doordash tries to get people to take bad orders by basically lowering the amount of money you see on the tips. When you take that order and you finish the delivery, you would notice an extra fee or an added-on fee. The fee was always there, they were hiding it from you. So DoorDash is not exactly doing well in terms of transparency. So this app, with a quick push to turn on the feature, you are able to see the exact amount of tips that each offer is presented to you. The people who are behind the app, they are fully aware and they tell you that this app is a definite violation of DoorDash's terms of service. Using third-party apps to kind of circumvent the system, it's fully aware that it's something that could probably get you deactivated. And that's the biggest conversation right now, last couple of weeks. Everyone is going back and forth where, is it possible it's going to get deactivated? Is it going to happen? When it's going to happen? If it ever will happen? And there's a lot of attacking on both sides. One of the very interesting groups that I've joined on Facebook called the Trip Transparency Group. And these are people who are using the Power app, and I would say 99% of people fully enjoyed using it. They're making more money. They can see exactly what's going on with each offer, and people are very happy with what's going on. But there's also the other side of people who just do not want to ever touch this app. They think it's a bad idea. You know, they're thinking eventually you're going to get kicked out. You're going to get deactivated. But the question I have to ask right now, and it's been a couple of weeks, who has been deactivated from using this app? Has there been a warning? Has there been any conversation from DoorDash talking to any of these people? And it's not just a small amount of people who download this app. I think it's probably a few thousand. If I really had to think about it, I think more and more people are using this app than ever before. So DoorDash is going to have to respond in some way. I'm sure that DoorDash is fully aware of what's going on, and how will they react to it? Now, some people say, well, yeah, they're going to deactivate everyone who uses this app, but I don't think it's that simple. Labor rights has been a big topic right now in our society. Just think about what happened with the Amazon situation and the employees at the warehouse. Labor is a big deal, especially with the gig economy. The classification of who considered an independent contractor, what is considered an employee, how there's certain sacrifices that you need to have if you're labeled as an employee or labeled as an independent contractor. Let's really think about it. DoorDash, let's say for instance, DoorDash deactivates every single person who use the trip transparency option on their app. They're going to be kicking out thousands of people. And what would there be reasons why? They can say, technically, they violated the terms of service. But the problem is, it's not just about technicalities. It's about perception. Perception is everything. At this point, perception is reality. If a number of people complain on social media to news organizations, I was kicked out because I wanted to know how much money I was getting when I decide to accept an offer. I wanted to see the full payout. How would you think public opinion will be towards DoorDash? Not very well, considering that people are very anti-corporate at this point, right? Anti-big tech. DoorDash is big tech, right? With Facebook and Twitter. And the fact that DoorDash is hiding full payouts and paying people $3 to work and take an order and bring it to someone's house, public reception would be really negative on DoorDash's side. And I think they realize this. I think that's probably the reason why nothing has happened yet. And again, has anyone been deactivated from using this app please put in the comments below. Tell me all about it. But I have not seen evidence of a widespread deactivation because of the app. And I think why? Because I think DoorDash understands they're in a difficult position. They do not want people to do this, but how do they address it? Kicking people off during, basically, we're still in a recession. It's going to probably get worse. Kicking people off because they wanted to know how much money they were getting. They wanted to see the full payout. Does not look good on DoorDash's hands. And of course, you gotta look at DoorDash's position. They want everyone to pick up everything, even people who decide not to tip, because DoorDash took money from these customers because the customers said, or the customers believe, that DoorDash will get their order to their door, even if they give a big fat 0 for tips. So DoorDash is in a very difficult position. So in my opinion, I don't think DoorDash is going to do anything to any of the drivers who are using this app. But again, I don't work for DoorDash. I have no inside information. This is just one man's opinion. But I just don't think DoorDash has any credibility. So DoorDash is in a tight spot, and I think it'll be a PR nightmare. And DoorDash is in a very tight competitive situation with Uber Eats and Grubhub. And if those two companies could turn around and say, hey, we're not hiding anything. We telling you exactly how much money we give you with each offer, it'll make DoorDash look like a complete dickhead. I think what they probably would do with Nintendo has done, they go after the source. And what I mean by Nintendo is notorious with sending cease and desist letters to people, telling them, hey, do not use our likeness and our information and our video games to make mods or do anything that doesn't have Nintendo's stamp of approval. They will send cease and desist letters. They'll threaten to sue. Nintendo's a billion-dollar company, so they usually win out on those type of things. I think DoorDash will probably reach out to the people in the Power app and say, hey, listen, you can't do this. You're making a lot of people violate terms of service. You gotta go. That's the only thing I can think of what will actually happen. It's individual decision. I know there's certain channels don't want to say the name of the app and all that type of stuff. I think we're all adults. We all are capable of making our own decisions. We should have free range of information. Everything has a cost and benefit analysis. You sit down, you figure out, is this worth me doing? If it's not, don't do it. If it is, then do it. You have multiple apps. Is DoorDash not your #1 app? If it is, or you're not looking to do gig work for very long and you're just trying to knock it out, trying to do a lot of money, make a lot of money this summer, or you're in school, you're just trying to make enough money to finish so you can go on to the next thing. It's an individual decision. So this is my little rant on the subject. I didn't plan this video, but I just thought, if I was considering this app, what factors should I put in? And I think that's what everyone should decide to do. Put in your comments below your decisions on whether to take the app or not take the app. And I'll see you guys in the next video.